Welcome back. It is I, Dr. Bosky, and this evening we're taking a look at the health power up for the DBK SHMUP. So let's jump into it. Oh yeah. So thank you, Dimitri, for turning these around. I really appreciate the work. We're really coming along nicely. So I just took a look at the power up. So we decided to go for a 64 by 64 pixel image. And the good news is that gives us just enough resolution to kind of get the metals to be shiny, which I really like. So the choices we have here, thank you, Dimitri, for giving us choices. Always good with choices. And so let's look at this runtime. So the choices we have here is we have essentially, oh, I gotta turn off the music. I'm gonna turn off the extra music there. 1 second. One secarino. I mean, I would just turn the volume down to 0. Boom. All right. So our choices are, and we can probably go to perspective mode here. We have the wrench. We have the wrench and the cog, which wasn't quite how I thought I was going to turn out. And then we have the gear or the cog itself. I think at the end of the day, and these are at slightly different animation speeds. So this is 2x. This is what is this? This is 1.1x, and then this is 1.5x. So I think it's a tough one, but I think I prefer the wrench the most. I would like to see one turnaround, Dimitri, where you shrink the cog and then use the wrench. So basically, the cog and the wrench wind up being on the same plane. So right now you have them layered, right? So you can see as it spins around. So it's like they're stuck together. And instead, let's make them flush. So shrink the cog down and then have the wrench go through it. And so it's like the cog is grafted onto the edges of the wrench. I'd like to see one version of that. I also, in this design, I'd love to see this inner ring also rotating counterclockwise. Let's say, wait. Counterclockwise is the outer ring, so clockwise in for the inner ring. So spin in the opposite direction compared to the outer ring itself. And then the inner side should spin at a different cadence. So the other piece of feedback that I have for you, Dimitri, is that, so if we watch, especially here, it's easiest to see. It's a little bit easier to see. So when the frame comes down to, let's see if I can time this. Oh, perfect. So when we come down to this frame, when it's all aligned like this, what's happening is it's creating a flicker in my eyes. So I see that flicker. So we need to make sure that and it'll be less of an issue with the wrench because I don't think the wrench and the cog will line up completely, but we should keep the axes different for the inner side. So you always have a little bit of motion with the frame so they don't all line up perfectly like that. Other than that, I think those are the big pieces of feedback. So I took a look at them in runtime. I think they're a tiny bit big for the game. I mean, look, it's almost as big as the cockpit, but the good news is I can scale those down pretty quickly. So, but yeah, let's take a look at those real quick. So I think I was looking at these and I wanted to see these in 75. 75. Yeah, 75. Everyone likes. It's a tiny bit of a waste of the pixel resolution, but look, if we go with a higher res at some point, we'll be happy to have the little extra pixel resolution. So scaling it down in engine is going to be fine. Yeah, I think that's, it's still big. It's able to be seen. There's a tiny bit more, I think, flicker on the edges. Take a look. You don't see it here, but you definitely see it in runtime, right? On the very edges there. Let me see if I can. It's right here. This tiny little there. So if you pay attention to that, let's see what that is. And I think that only came in with the. Let me take a look. Do we have? Yeah, because we're not. Let me take a look. Well, let me take a look. Yeah. Okay. So we're still at 100% scale. So let's take a look down here. Yeah, that flicker is still there. You just notice it a tiny bit, and it might just be because of the thickness, maybe, of the material, maybe. We just don't. Maybe because it's we're slightly off on the pixel line. That might be a thing. I mean, and once you see it, you can't really unsee it. It's definitely here too. Not in the preview. I'm I'm not going to worry too much about it. So, yes, I think those are the big pieces of feedback. Let's do the rotating of the inner ring. Let's do one more revision on the wrench. I also want to see a version where let's go with green. Let's just try green as well for basically the holographic wrench icon. I like the direction, and I like how it all came together. So I think we're close. We're super close on that. All right. If anyone else has opinions, comments, feel free to put them down below the video. Always happy to respond and take feedback from the community. So super helpful. And I appreciate you. Thanks everybody. Talk to you soon. Bye.